Hey, it's your boy, Jason. You knew I was going to do it. He's Jason, I'm Dominic, and this is the third hole.
The third one. What
See
up?
that?
This is episode 24.
I think so.
Ooh.
Technically or untechnically, it's
Yeah.
episode 24.
Oops, we missed the last one because we were both busy on the days that we typically
Oops,
work.
we did it again.
We fucked up the song.
Our lives got in the way. I'm pissed at my kids. Ooh, I sucked up my wife. Now I got pain and strife. Remember when she shaved her head and got all nuts?
I'm not that innocent.
And now she's like, I'm not that relevant. What is she doing now?
Nothing. I don't know. Actually, I saw her on a talk show.
Oh, whose talk show?
You know, on my mom's talk
Right.
shows that she has
Your
on every
mom's.
morning.
You know you
I
watch
don't
The
know.
View,
I
get
don't
your
know.
stories.
No. Don't even get me started on The View. That's my fucking God.
Ooh, tell me about The View. What
Fucking
really
trash.
boils your fucking bro blood?
Well, I'm going to put us in the same perspective, which is really hyping us up, if I'm honest. Essentially, we're on the same plane, though. They are talking, creating content
Okay.
about what's going on, you know,
Right.
whether it's their lives or public media, most likely politics, which is not us, but they have the avenue to speak on it, as do we, right?
Do we have all kinds of bad news.
We can totally talk about politics if we wanted to. We just don't want to.
No. Mostly because all I know really, the thing is, I have an opinion about politics, but it's like the numbers and the facts. That I don't know too much of. I just know how I feel about how
Yeah.
the system is, and
I get it.
I always get kind of like there's somebody because there's always somebody that's like, well, actually, the numbers have changed. Good. I jerk
it's
off
always
at
going to
home.
be that way.
Yeah.
But my issue with them is they have so many points that they don't stick to, and they drive this angry movement, but they never do anything to like solve.
It's
They're
just like a
always
bunch of.
It's always I'm mad about this, let's move on. It's never like, I'm mad about this, here's what we can do to resolve
I'm
this
mad.
issue. So it's bullshit. It's like, if you have the avenue to talk about it, it's
Right.
your view on it, fucking make a view about it. Don't just be like, I'm mad at Trump.
Just have an open-ended opinion.
And then
no.
that only fuels that
It's
that
almost
avenue.
It's almost like, why do you have that show? Because you're trying to give a view, but you're really just giving the popular opinion
Yeah.
view, and you're keeping away from the real hot button issues. You're just kind of Trump was obviously, this is a chick show, so we're obviously all liberal Democrat here. Like, we know that.
Well, no,
you
there
know?
actually are, like, it is liberal and conservative. And they're,
on the show.
yeah.
Is Whoopi Goldberg the conservative?
I don't pay attention enough to know. But every time my ear tunes into it, I get angry because I'm like, they're screaming about something, and then they just move past it.
You think it's just menopause? Like they're just having hot flashes?
No, because it's daily.
I'm hot and cold, and I don't know why.
If you had a daily television show, you would elaborate, right?
Yes, because you could like finish what you. I mean, I guess the thing is, that kind of a show, I guess, is appealing to females, but that shit is not appealing to me.
It's not
at
appealing
all.
to human. It shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Like, as a human culture, I guess people flock to that
Yeah.
because it's the same thing with like Channel 12 News and all
Right.
that trash.
Regis and
Fox
Kathy
News
Lee,
and-
dude. You know what the fuck
It's
were they doing?
always, It's always talk as much as possible, get as much content out there, so people always have their ears filled
Name drop.
with you,
Right.
and it doesn't fucking matter about what the content actually is, just as long as you're making it at that level, which is why it pisses me off.
There's some podcast I saw. Who the fuck? One of these comedians that has a podcast had these chicks on. I think it's Andrew Santino.
Okay.
He's this ginger comedian. He's fucking funny too. Like I like his style of humor. But he had these two chicks on that had a podcast, and they're both like Instagram blonde looking chicks. They're like wearing like real loose kind of like sexy clothing, kind of being hip, you know. And then I started listening to their podcast, and it was so fucking boring.
Just like
like this one, but it was really bad,
it's
dude.
a generic like we're women, so we have
yeah.
topics.
Like maybe I didn't listen to it, like maybe because I didn't really start from the beginning and try to see like where they were trying to come from with the show. I just kind of popped into the middle.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the amount of, it's like I'll be at work, okay, and I'll be by a couple of coworkers that happen to be female, and I'll listen to their conversation, and it's like, oh my fucking god, you guys are so fucking boring. Yeah. Like the most boring, stupid shit that chicks talk about.
Conversations.
Yeah.
Like the how's the weather level conversation.
Two were talking about like our company and how we were supposed to go less plastic, and then they were talking about the plastic, and then they were giving their theories. But it's like you guys are fucking both. First of all, both of you are not even 21 yet. So what the fuck do you know about like recycling the world? Like you guys.
Careful.
Oh yeah, you're 18.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you know?
You don't think I recycle?
Yeah, you recycle, but I mean, do you count percentages and like, do you care about like how much you cut down as versus last year? Like,
no,
who the
but
fuck
also
does that?
Most people don't.
Exactly.
It's a specific breed of person. That's not like you
get
to an age where you count.
That's what I'm saying. So they're having this conversation, but none of them had any like they didn't do anything. They were just like, yeah, it's like I saw this thing, and it's everything. All their information was outsourced. Nothing was personal opinion or like what they do. And I know them, So I'm like, you guys aren't worried about saving the world.
Maybe we should bring them on, see if they can elaborate.
Maybe we should. Although I have a tendency to piss people off at work,
so those people may not want to.
They might just be like, no, Dominic, I know how you are at work. Why the fuck would I want to go? Like most people didn't want to come on the show when I first had it solo because they were scared I was just gonna rip into them the whole time.
Most people, as in the people that have been, or there's still people that
there's still people that I'll be like, dude, come on. They're like, no, you're gonna have a good time with me. And I'm like, I will if you say stupid shit. Like
they haven't been listening. They haven't.
Yeah,
been
like
listening.
if I'm all about, if we're gonna talk about the weather, then I'm gonna say you're a piece of shit to me.
Do you remember you brought up the weather in a podcast and I had to cut it? I'm like, Dom,
good.
You're not running the right podcast.
I probably ran out of shit to talk about, which is like how some people talk all the time. They just ran out of shit they're just like
they're on empty.
Like like if someone tells me one more time, well, this Oregon weather, we never know what we get, I'm gonna go.
Boy, this is a hot one today. Atypical.
I'm at the mercy of it, like most of the time, and then sometimes there's times where I just don't know how the fuck else to connect to this person.
Mm-hmm. You're at a loss for it because you have nothing in common.
I've used like my wife, comments and jokes or talking about my kids. Now we're like in this empty realm of, dude, you gonna contribute to the conversation, or am I just gonna have to talk for both of us?
It's a whole lot of fiddling around.
It is
trying to find what conversation you can connect on.
Especially like, sometimes, not every time, Jason. Sometimes I come into work a little, a little ripped, a little stiznowed.
I feel like we shouldn't put that out there.
And no, it's cool, man, because at the DMV, they don't give a shit. They don't really care how you come in. As long as you're sitting there making people pissed off and stamping on fucking papers, it's totally fine.
Okay.
But I'll come in and I'm not ready to conversate, but I have to, because this is the public that we're talking about and whatever. And so, just like I'm like formulating the sentence. And I'm like, maybe I'll slip like a joke or something in there, make it kind of fun, Yeah. And it just comes out dog shit. I'm like, I should have just fucking talked about the weather, dude. It was safer than me trying to be like, hey, you fucking get?
I know. I get it all the time. I have people that come in that are either Giants or Warriors fans, like myself, and I'm like, ooh, I can talk with these people for a little bit about this stuff. And I trip on something, or they'll say a statistic that I'm just not 100% on,
right?
And then it trips me out. And I'm like, Have a good day.
Bye.
I don't know what
Your
I'm
waiter will
doing.
be here. Bye.
I'm like, I watched the stuff.
Sorry, cut that W word out that I just said. Beep.
But what was that? You these Coachella girls, man. They're fucking
Did I
crazy.
tell you about the time I got to go to Coachella for free, get paid to go?
You didn't.
So I was working for a radio station, and just so happened this radio station, so that Coachella, I believe it was 2009. That Coachella had sort of pregame parties that were happening at the Hyatt Hotel that was out in that area.
Okay.
Where a lot of like some of the winners that we had set
Pre-game
up came.
Coachella?
Yeah. So what you would do is like we had pool party situations set up, and we had some like lawn games. Like we were spread out all over the fucking place at that hotel.
Gotcha.
Regarding Coachella. And side note, I remember fucking filling up our 98.7 little beach balls. I was in the back tent taking like rips like of weed and then blowing weed and like filling up the beach balls with weed air. Just like, all right, it is. Don't cut that shit up. Here we go. And just weed balls. Weed beach balls for you hippie fucks. But so the main gig is I was there to sort of host the little pool party scenario.
Ooh.
And then the shift ended and a personal car would pick us up and drop us off at the front of Coachella. And we had wristbands, all that shit. Right? So first night at Coachella, get done with the pool party scenario. Super awesome. I'm feeling good. Me and my buddy have some weed. We're trying to sneak in some drinks. Because
Classic.
balling on a budget, right? I'm part of a street team at radio station. I'm getting paid like fucking $9 an hour, dude. The only reason you work that kind of job is to get the perks, not for the paycheck. Like everybody else was either like a student or had another real job. And I was the only one dude going like, I'll make this stretch, So fucking, I don't know how it happened, but I had a tall can, right? And I had it situated like in my back pants area. You know what I mean? Like you remember how you would get a boner at school and you tuck it up in your front?
Okay.
Well, like I had the tall can tucked back behind my belt.
Into your back or into your crack?
like into my, like above my boxers but behind my pants kind of thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like tucked right in the middle. Had my shirt down,
Yep.
whatever. Got a backpack on, have it droop real low. You know what I mean? Straps all the way down,
Covering
baby.
it.
Covering it up. And they're doing the little searchy McGurchies, right? So they're like, they're getting all. I don't
They
know.
don't take the backpack off?
So they took the backpack off, which is cool because I'm like, I got the weed and the sock, you know what I mean, and whatever. And we were gonna like roll, so we didn't have. There's no piece, you know what I mean? No pipe or anything. So the backpack goes through fine. I get searched, and for whatever reason, like the chick's hands just go, boom, and they just don't meet the tall can. It just goes, wow. And I'm walking in like, fucking God. Jay, I got the fucking tall can. I was super stoked. It's a fucking Steel Reserve, right? Because I need to, like, it's the one tall can, probably the only thing I'm going to drink.
For the whole night.
Make it a savage,
Like one of
dirty
these
malt
bad boys?
liquor, dude. Yeah. But, like, Steel Reserve is like Hurricane. It's very, very fucking, like, you drink that beer and you get it, like, you get hot. It's very shitty, low-budget
just
beer.
Done like a Four Loko. That'll keep you going all night.
That would have. I didn't even think about that. I wonder if by this time, 2009, they had changed the Four Locos and like, because remember they cut all the good shit out of it, dude.
They cut the caffeine, right?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I don't really know. I maybe had like one Four Loko in my life. I was never really a beer or like that kind. I always was like, do we have liquor?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I can just mix that with soda and get fucked up.
I don't remember if they changed it back or reversed it, or if it's just improved.
Right.
But people get messed up on them now. They're back.
Oh, then they must have been improved because before people were getting fucked up on them, and then they like churched them down a little bit.
I think
maybe
they're
they
back.
ramped them.
I'm pretty sure
They're
back.
back.
It's like
Four Loko sponsor this fucking show, dude. I'll drink 3 every night.
3, dude.
That'd be bad. But I'll eat like so much bread before.
I still don't think you can manage.
No,
it.
Especially not at my age.
I don't want to manage you on
Yeah,
that.
you don't want to see me pee myself, dude. I'll pee myself right now. So let me just kind of get going with this Coachella.
Back to Coachella.
Yes. So we're in, dude. We're in like fucking sin. It's starting to get a little bit darker. This is the year that Jay-Z is gonna be there. Rockefeller's gonna be there. The Muse is there.
What year?
MGMT 2009.
Okay.
And I know there's different bands for different days. So the first night I forget. I think the first night. Oh, this was cool. The first night was Coheed and Cambria was there,
Okay.
and I like that band. For some reason, that high pitched voice, I don't mind it. I think also because I like his sci-fi content, the way that he writes albums is very like he's writing a sci-fi story novel kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of fucking cool. And you know the riffs are good, and Coheed's a pretty solid band. But they're gonna be there with the USC marching band, dude. And so we're like running up to the fucking crowd. We're sitting there and we're pulling out the weed and shit. And we're like, fuck, dude. Like, what are we gonna roll it in? Ah, shit, we didn't really think about that. Fuck. And then like two little weed fairy angels, these two chicks come up and we're like, we got a blunt wrap, but we're kind of short on some weed. And we're like, well, let us throw down on some of that and let's spark this bitch up.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. And we're kicking with them. We're watching. And then Coheed and Cambria plays, and their last song, which is one of my favorite songs. I forgot what it's called because the first CD I got of it was Burnt. So I didn't know any track names. You know what I mean? It was just like, oh, track 3-7, whatever. But it's a pretty heavy song, and then the USC marching band comes out, and they fucking play during like the chorus and like the last part. It was dope, dude. I was fucking climbing on people. Like, I think at one point I had my legs like knees. Like I was kneeing on people going like, ah, like just singing like a stupid stoned,
damn.
yeah, like a hot mess, baby. It was awesome.
Let me get this right. You didn't have to. There was no work involved at Coachella.
No,
It was
no
just a
work at
pregame?
the grounds. Yes,
Shit.
it was just hosting.
So you just got in free.
Oh, dude.
That's great.
2 nights, got in free, and then the second night, instead of staying, because the first night I forgot where we stayed.
And that was pre-bitchy Coachella.
Yeah, this was kind of like this year and the next year, people will have started the basic bitch Snapchat filter, all the things I love.
Instagram started up.
Basically, right? Basically. Because I don't even have any pictures from Coachella. Like, my Instagram started, 2000. It was probably like that summer. No, that summer, a couple months after that, me and the chick that I was dating that worked at that radio station too, we moved up to Oregon after that. And then I started having an Instagram.
Gotcha.
So, like, that it starts going on. The night's getting later and later, and they have those giant, like, pianos that you can play, and the lights go all fucking nuts, and they're shaped like animals or whatever. I just remember being so fucked up that I had gum, right? Because I was like, well, you know, if I'm trying to, my coworker, I'm trying to get at her, you know, this might be the time, whatever. And so I have gum, and it's this Wrigley gum, and it has the, like, back in the day, you'd be able to take gum wrappers, and you would thumb off the tinfoil part, and you would leave like that wax paper part, and you would roll joints with that. And it was very minimal, like harshness on the lungs as far as smoking random paper can be. Well, we have the different Wrigley's gum where the shit's just like the sort of clearish paper. It's like clearish white paper and it just says Wrigley's on red across it. And we are just fucking rolling joints with that, dude. Like, who gives a fuck, bro? We're at Coachella. Fuck a lung. I came back like talking like this, just from joints, not from singing along to shit or whatever. I remember, I don't know if it was the first night or the second night. I think it might have been the second night because the first night we stayed at like a neighboring hotel. Me and like 2 other coworkers. It wasn't the Hyatt.
Yeah.
It was like some other like halfway decent one, right?
Okay. Why, you didn't even get to stay in the one you were fucking working at?
No, because only like our managers and then like certain DJs. Because I was just technically street team at that time. Mm-hmm. Our DJs got to stay in the hotels. Damn. So, and they were interviewing bands all day, like in our little spots and like on the grounds. But I believe it was the second night, like running up to see Muse, and it's dark by then, right? and I can see the stage and I see like people that are standing up, but it's fucking dark between like the water fountain shit and the stage. And I'm running up, dude. and I'm fucked. I'm enjoying myself. I'm fucked up, and I'm just stepping on people that are fucked up, lying down. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm so fucking sorry. Just like necks and arms and fucking thighs, just like, pop, 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 pop. Oh my god, I felt so bad, dude. Probably broke somebody's fucking neck, dude.
I bet you did.
Got up close as fuck for Muse because wanted to see him. I wanted to see Muse and then talk shit about him.
Yeah, you don't like Muse?
That's what I didn't. So after I saw them live, I was like, still not a fan of the way the lead singer records his vocals. Okay. And whoever does his mix, I hate the way they let him do it. Because he does this thing where he's like, he'll go, blah, blah, after the end of a sentence, go, blah, blah, and he leaves all those in.
Oh.
At least the first two albums, they left them in. And after you hear it once or twice, bro, it's all you can fucking hear, right?
I get that, yeah.
So I didn't like that as far as the recordings. Live, amazing. And that lead singer, guitar player, fucking riffer.
Yeah.
I didn't know, because they don't, as far as like the songs that I've heard, there wasn't too much actual like soloing on a more rock and roll level. It was always kind of like, sort of like, it was like a Muse solo, but live he whipped out some tasty licks, dude. Ooh. Yeah, it was pretty tight. So I had mad love for them as their live show after that.
Yeah.
And MGMT was cool. By then I was fucking fucked up. I don't really remember any of that stuff, but that was dope.
Damn. I wish I was in that state of music when music was that way.
Yeah. I'm sure the next wave of it will come again. But for now, we have to deal with Oliver Tree.
It was just, I feel like you had the perfect timing. Like, the technology stuff was just starting up. And
flip cams were still, like, normal. They were still, we used them all the time.
Lighters instead of phone lights.
Like, wait, you have that new app? Fuck, dude, I don't even have that. I ain't got enough memory for it.
Shit,
I can remember, having a fucking old Samsung, like, flip phone that had the really thin antenna that you would pull out. It would like, stop, and it just had Snake on it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think
it was like kind of like almost grayish gold. It was like a real shitty color, man. It's no pussy getting with that fucking phone at all. But
it was back then, though.
I never. Yeah, I mean, God, when I got my first iPhone, I had that for a long time. I mean, I had my small little square motherfucker probably up until like
3 or 4.
Yeah, I think I had that. I think I had the 4S for like almost 4 years, bro. I had that for a while. Because I wasn't paying. Because we had moved away from my mom was like, I'm going to get us a cell phone plan because I want to be able to talk to you all the time. You know?
I think people back then were also more used to about that long with a phone or longer.
Yeah, right? You didn't trade in every 6 months or every year like how it is now.
That's something Apple built with their update system.
They did, dude.
It's just like FIFA. Slap a new number on it, a little new update.
I've got my sister and their family all fucking Google. Like, they're all fuck Apple. They're like
Google, like phones and
like
Google Home and
Google,
stuff
like
that.
yes, like everything Google technology wise. Like, they don't have a fucking MacBook. You know what I mean? They have a whatever the fuck it is. He's even got an Xbox One. I was like, you piece of shit.
I mean, that's kind of the lane I got my parents going on. I bought them all the Google stuff. Me personally, I don't. They all have their own issues.
Yeah, I've just been with iPhone. I've just been with Apple so long that I'm like, I just have this phone.
Did you see the new Samsung, the flip Samsung?
No, they brought a flip back.
So it folds like this, so it's almost an iPad phone. So it's a phone, right? There's a screen on the front, and a camera, and then you open it, and it's about like this big.
So it doubles its screen or something? Like, what do you mean it folds? Whoa.
So there's a screen on the inside that goes over the two pieces, and then there's also a screen on.
That's pretty cool. Like visual wise, but I wonder how much wear and tear that much screen action, and then what it's like possible screen on screen rubbage. You gotta get the little.
I think it's a good step. Obviously, if they could figure that out, it would be dope to have a iPad in your pocket.
Well, what till it's gonna be? It's like, and it just like boom, and you can just. Dude, yeah, I'm sending you the money right now, dude. Hold on. That would be the shit, bro. That'd be heavy.
I'm sure it's on its way.
I'm sure.
Like a projector that pops out.
Yeah.
Like that kind of shit.
I want that Iron Man shit, dude.
Someday, brother.
Someday.
Maybe in my lifetime. I don't know about
Someday
you.
the wolf will get you, and then you'll be in a fix. You blow that horn, I won't come. I think it's one of your tricks. Okay.
Dude, get me into this radio job you're talking about, though.
Oh, I won't, because I'm
Okay.
trying to get me a gig. I'm sorry, dude, but I hate the place I work, and I've been working in the job force way too long, so I get the break first.
Listen,
you still have to earn your keep, okay? Fucking youngsters, they don't know shit yet.
It was so much easier to get into shit like that back then.
Yeah, but you know so much more about everything I had to learn on the fly thing. Like, it's...
Tell me about it.
Yeah,
dude.
like, I didn't know shit.
It pisses me off, like, fucking Best Buy throwing me out the window 3 times.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, dude. I know more than everyone on your sales floor about most of the products.
Have you tried to get with, like, a production company? Like,
I have.
Like a company that does, like, audio video for
Like
TVs and commercials.
Bigger
and
layer of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to get with, like, news channels and stuff like that, or local radio. And then that's why
you're part Chinese. You're not gonna get any real gigs in Oregon, dude.
that's why we started this stuff up.
Yeah. Well,
We're
I started
pushing-
this shit to get chicks. Where did you
Well,
start this up?
I started this. I joined you to make you profitable.
And then he cut in on my action, dude. And now you're more profitable than me. Damn it.
So
Is that a new hat?
it is a new hat. It's Space Jam.
Here's your chance. Do your dance at the Space Jam. All right, all right, all right.
I barely remember that movie.
Here's the
It
jam.
was just
now.
all about that
Yeah.
Lola, the thick bunny.
Oh my God. See, my girl was a Goofy movie. His chick Roxanne. I was like, damn, which little mole looking ass, girl. I'll fuck a cartoon. I don't give a
Damn.
shit.
Yeah. Is that how you got on the anime track?
No, dude, I was deep into anime, sexy shit since I was like 10 years old, bro. Ramna One Half. Story about
Never
like.
say shit that you know I'm not gonna know, dude.
Anyways, for all those who remember, Ramna One Half used to be this character, the main character, dude. When he would get wet, he turned into a chick. And obviously, whenever he gets wet, he like doesn't know, so he's like most time naked. And like you're like, oh, and there's this old guy who would run across the top of like everybody's walls and buildings, neighborhoods, and just steal panties. He just had like
What the
his
fuck?
giant bag tied around by his nose, like face here, and it was just like panties flying out. He's like, so I was into the sexy shit
No
from day
wonder
one.
you got fucked up.
Plus, me and my brother found my dad's VHS stash of porn. Oh, bro. There's never been so much rewinding and playing on those. Those motherfuckers were horn. And I'm talking the days of Ron Jeremy, dude. Yeah, bro. Like when all the
Like
girls'
Danny
crotches were
DeVito,
hairy. Nobody was shaving shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he looks like Danny DeVito with a mustache.
Dude, he's... God.
He's like hella short and he's a butterball.
And he has like the hair, like he combs it back, but it's super curly, so it just looks like this Jew-fro, like tamed back. And the big, yeah, and he's like he's chubby dude. Not really like the hugest dick in the game. I don't know. It's almost baffling how Ron Jeremy got successful because he's not a handsome dude. You know what I mean? Like porn star chick, you're like, obviously has the body that's like. It's sexy time for most of the demographic of men, you know? She's hitting most of the numbers. Where Ron Jeremy, like, you got to be like a select type of chick that could be like, yeah, Ron Jeremy's fucking hot.
I feel like it's not the female demographic though. It's probably like the male demographic that's like that looks like me, so I can more relate to this. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what?
No, because I'm not
Well, you
watching
don't
the
look like
dude's
that.
body. I'm just looking at his dick going in the vagina. That's what I need to see to get off.
I don't know. I'm trying to explain
Don't know.
from the
No, first
perspective.
of all, don't say you don't know, because you know porn, okay? Show up with me here. When you're watching porn, are you looking at the dude's physique, or are you looking at the chick getting pounded?
Obviously the chick.
Okay, so...
But what I'm saying is Clearly, Ron Jeremy is not popular for. Fuck this topic, dude.
Dude, it's okay to talk about Ron
He's not-
Jeremy.
It can't be females.
It can't be females that made him popular, is what you're saying?
Or that we're into him.
Whoa. So you're saying that we're uncovering a 1980s super underground gay movement that
No,
made
I'm
Ron
not
Jeremy
saying
popular?
gay at all. I'm saying
Boring. What are you saying?
Like fat ass dudes that always sit around jerking their gherkin
They want to see a fat dude boning a chick, is what you're saying.
because it feels more relatable.
I see. Okay. That makes more sense. Why don't you just fucking say that?
That's what I fucking said. God damn it.
Fucking-
damn it.
You are a roundabout gentleman. You know that?
Not roundabout. I said it exactly the same twice, and then you went,
Okay.
oh, I get it.
Fantastic.
I get it.
Remember on
A.
what was it?
Fortnite?
No, don't talk about that stupid ass game. On Anchorman, when Steve Carell's character.
The first one?
Yeah, when they're like, "Duh," and he's like, okay, fantastic. I thought you said the pants store was around here. He's like, all right. So that's how I feel when you get all crazy, dude.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know what you get scare me. You just coming from watching a basketball game, you're all hyped up on the sports and the coaches and the organized teams and the running the fucking plays.
I specifically had to hype myself up because I'm trying to be more of a character, dude.
Dude, you are a character.
I'm trying to not be as half-assed with it.
Not
if you
as
will.
like Asian Eeyore from
I-
fucking Winnie the Pooh.
Because we only film one of these a week. I want to.
Oh, I'm sorry that I have a family and a
Oh.
wife and a full.
Oh.
What do I watch.
I'm sorry.
I watch sex on TV and watch Golden State Warriors have sex on TV. You think how much pussy do you think basketball players get, dude?
Well,
That
lot
aren't
of them-
married, obviously. Or I guess marriage doesn't
Very
matter.
few of them are not married.
Chicks be grabbing up
But
a
all the ones
pro
that
baller.
aren't married, a lot.
Dude.
Almost every single one of them's been with a Kardashian.
Let me ask you this,
Let's hear it.
because I feel like we're gonna have different opinions on it.
Okay. Argue time.
Let's say you're a professional whatever, okay? You're at this level where people are fucking all about you. You get to eat at restaurants for free. You know what I'm saying? Like you're at like pro athlete level of celebrity.
Like an A-lister.
Yes.
Okay.
And you got girls knocking down your door, blowing up your DMs. Would you tap into that scenario, or would you try to find yourself a female that was outside of the fandom?
I would
What kind of human are you, bro?
I would rather tap into someone who doesn't know me for that.
Right.
Because I think that's a general consensus on that too.
Well, you would think that, but most dudes would be like, "Oh, I'm getting pussy. What the fuck are you telling you dummy?" You know?
Yeah, but on the other hand, I'd feel that it's almost impossible at that state that I wouldn't even attempt
Right. You mean
to have a marriage. at that point.
to be married and
Yeah.
have to kind of balance the not being a dick
Yeah.
to your female audience and not pissing off your wife.
Because everyone's pinnacle, whether they say it or not,
Right. It's not.
everybody wants to be famous. And there's all those people that are like, I don't want to be famous. There's too much drama with fame. It's like, yeah.
Bitch, you
but
work at a fucking library probably.
your end goal is always being the best at whatever or being the top of. You're never shooting for mediocre.
Right.
Right? Very few people are like, I want to be janitor, but not the best janitor. I just want
Just
to be
enough.
I just want to be janitor.
You know what though? I got a couple coworkers and I call them just enough. I'm like, you're doing just enough to keep the job, but you never you don't even do a little extra. You just enough.
Yeah, there are those people, and they're lazy, but I guarantee you those people are not satisfied with it. They much
Right.
rather be wealthy or famous or, because it's human instinct to feel that way.
It's human nature. I wish you were a musician.
Like classically trained?
No, just knew how to fuck around with a bass guitar on a given moment. I jammed with you before, and you were looking at me like this. Which
Yeah.
was like, let me bring that up too, because I kept like making fun of you with Ethan. I was like, hey, remember that time that we all got together and we jammed?
Yeah, we did it a couple times actually.
You kept staring at me. You were just like,
I was trying to get.
but it was like you were mad. You were like, I came with Ethan and I thought we were gonna fucking play cool music. What the fuck are you doing? Who the fuck is that? I was like, Jason, is that something that you do when you play music? You kind of like zone out a little bit.
Yeah, I try and
when you're
zone
listening
in and tune myself in.
Okay.
Which is
was
happens
so
when
funny.
I'm talking to.
Right.
I lose the face.
It was like the first couple of times we hung out, so I was just like, this dude's just staring right through my soul, dude.
Ethan pissed me off a little bit though.
On those nights?
Yeah.
Why?
It was just because he wasn't very comfortable, but he was hella confident.
Ooh, you just said what every girl wants to fucking
I was
smell
not
and see, dude.
comfortable. I explained that to him.
Right.
I'm like, dude, we're not that good at jamming, bro. And you want me to go to your
you try to have
friend's
like a little
house and
spiel
jam?
pep talk before you did this? You were like, dude, what
Yeah,
the
'cause
fuck did you sign us up for?
I went over to his house first, and we were hanging out, and I'm like, we're going over to your coworker, your friend's house, whatever. You want me to jam?
Oh, does he just call me his coworker? Am I not his friend? Ethan, what the fuck?
Hey, Ethan, I'm not mad at you, but I'm disappointed.
Oh my god, you're gonna be a great dad, dude.
No, it's in the past. So I don't give a fuck.
It's in the past.
But at the time, I was like, dude, we don't fucking know how to jam very well. Okay, I get it that you're into your pro synths and shit like that.
Right.
You can't jam with it though. It's very hard to jam with.
It could be hard to kind of meeting
And
of the minds on it, you know.
I was about 90% positive that you were not of like that style.
Right.
You know,
The more electric style.
I felt like you were more of a rock player.
So what you're basically saying is you thought I was gonna be more of like a rocker kind of dude.
I felt you were exactly who you were.
Good job, dude.
Yeah, I saw it out and I was like, this guy's probably really good at his guitar moves, even though he's like playing it down.
Nice, because I'm not at all, dude.
But
I feel like I'm a very
I know, but that's how every guitar player is.
I'm a
every
flashy
level.
mediocre.
on the human scale of famous people that play guitars to people who are learning guitar.
Right.
You're up there.
Thank you, dude.
But
I've waited since I was 17 for someone to say that.
That's what
Shit.
You have enough knowledge to jam.
Yes, definitely. I definitely have worked that ability out to listen and get in there somehow, right?
Yeah.
You know?
So then Ethan came in with the understanding or the thought that we're trying to write something / make something. So he came with
tools at the ready.
Yeah, and he told me basically like keep up on this stuff about like your key knowledge, which is which is important to playing bass.
Right.
But I wasn't prepared to
walk the scales.
Yeah. And also you're not classically trained in
No, I am
guitar.
not. No.
So you don't know your scales.
Poppy, I can't even read music. I can barely read tablature. I literally have faked it till I've made it.
Which is what he brought my brain on. So then I
Right.
just came and I was like, this is not what we're doing, so I have to
They're all,
tune
you
into
mean you don't want to
So then I just went- I'm trying to figure out what scale he's playing, and then I'm going to just play my scale
Which is
to that
really
scale.
funny because, and I'm going to speak from my personal experience in life, okay? Because I've walked a path musically.
I walked a lonely road.
Oh, God. When Green Day started taking a shit, dude.
Go
Down
on.
the road I walk alone.
So you're
Oh,
in
my
the-
God.
you're in the
Billy
same
Joe,
belief-
how did you come up with... And I can say that because I've been a Green Day fan since, my first CD ever was a Green Day CD. And it wasn't Dookie.
Pre?
And it wasn't Kerplunk.
Pre?
It was 1,039 smoothed out slappy hours. Ooh. And that was before Trey Cool was in the band. They had a different. They had just come from becoming a band called Sweet Children, and it was like mostly kind of acousticy, kind of like we're like kind of funny, poignant.
Yeah.
college,
Also, wasn't
you know
he
what I mean?
like 14? Or
Yeah,
something
super
like that?
young, dude. Super young. It's ironic that he came up on Gilman Street in San Francisco, which is, it's an important venue right there, and it's also an
Right.
important area for San Francisco punk rock. And Rancid also came up along those lines. They both came up in Gilman. The guitarist of Rancid was one of the founding members of Operation Ivy, which is sort of where like it all started as far as like that Gilman Street like blowing up. Yeah, and like the introduction of like ska punk, what we call skunk. You know what I mean? Like that really fast, no horns, like minimal horn ska.
Yeah.
Just more like a punk edge to it. And then you've got Green Day that's coming up around the same time underneath the hills. And then you've got Rancid that comes from the aftermath. And Billy Joe Armstrong is from Green Day. And Tim Armstrong is from Rancid and Operation Ivy. And they both come from,
that.
I don't know why I went off on that tangent.
I don't know either.
But the Green Day, it just declined for me, And
Fair.
bands are going to do that. They put out a lot of records. But the dude had the most iconic distortion sound of all
Have you
time.
listened to his new stuff?
Like solo or like new Green Day?
New Green Day.
No, I haven't since. Man, I can't even think of the last record I listened to.
Probably like the 2009 one. That was the last like
Maybe.
radio played one.
Yeah, I honestly, it probably went that direction for me.
Um,
I started hearing Rise Against getting played on the radio, and I was like, you guys, out of all the songs on the album, you guys picked that fucking song, dude? Like, that's the fucking, I guess the most, like, regurgitable and I can spit in little babies' mouths. You know what I mean? Fucking stupid.
oh, shit.
Do you have a band or a group that you heard before and then they got radio success and you were like, this is fucking dog shit? Like, I just, or not, maybe not even that, because it's fucked up, it's negative, but like, you're kind of like, just not into where you guys are going now. Or any group-wise, doesn't even have to be in that genre.
I kind of want to. No, not really.
Okay.
Because if it was anything that I heard a while ago, it would have been on the radio because that was my only way of hearing music.
Right. That was your first avenue.
Right. Or like MTV type shit. So it's like the top chart.
Right. Yeah.
So that's really what I heard originally and listened to. And, I would follow up with those artists and listen to their newer stuff. One of them that I hear a lot of things pre-radio.
Okay.
And then I'll catch on to them and maybe let them go. But, like AJR, I definitely listened to them before radio play. And I think
303?
they're staying on the same path for the most part. Macklemore I heard before.
Okay.
And he went through a whole thing where he wasn't really the same.
Yeah.
But I think he's on his same track
Is he
again.
back into like the circulation mainstream radio?
I mean, I think he forever will be like a B.
But I mean, like a current music project. No,
I don't think
okay.
so. All his stuff. He had The Heist, which was the
Right.
2012 thrift shop.
The one that we all
stuff.
know.
Yeah.
Right.
Then he had a project he released that like no one heard, I guess. That was in, I want to say 2015.
Oh, dude, they were busy listening to Stanley and the Search, crushing it along the fucking East Coast, West Coast, Best Coast.
So that had a lot of interesting stuff on it, but it had no radio play and very few streams. And then he released the one in 2017 that was semi-popular, but again,
All right.
I think he's back on him though.
I had a coworker that was two musical things we didn't really agree on. One was Macklemore. I was like, I just don't care. Like, stop fucking playing every time we go to lunch together. You gotta fucking play this in the fucking car. God damn it! And then Blink-182, and I mean 2005 fuck it, 2000 and on, like Blink-182, you know.
Oh, so
after
like-
Enema of the State, I kind of like was like, you're going on to do like not punk, so I'm gonna stay over here, you know.
Yeah,
It wasn't
I get it.
this. I loved American Pie, and it was cool hearing them on there, and then seeing them on the movie when they're like watching, you know, him try to get with Nadia, and he busts his nut too fast. But I don't know. I say this, and people are always like, "Ooh, whatever." This is what separates me from a lot of Blink fans. Is I liked Scott Rayner as a drummer, even though he was like a drunk or whatever during that time. I just liked younger Blink-182, you know.
I get that.
And as they got on, the beats went. They started like having drop beats, and I never say it right now. I'm feeling dicks. Put it deep in my ass. I'm feeling it. You know, that kind of jazz.
They went mainline.
Yes, it went very much like, let's have music videos that resemble pop culture music videos, you know? And then it all started with Enema of the State with that whole where they're running naked and they're doing the "What's my age again?"
I guess Coldplay.
Okay.
Now that I think about it,
You like
I
them-
love old Coldplay so much more, and I still do like some of their new stuff, but
They got
it's not
kind of
even
like
close.
anthem, like almost like stadium rock,
It
slightly,
is,
yeah.
it is, but
And listen, I do not like stadium rock, dude. I'm not into that shit.
yeah,
No, like the fucking
I can't listen
Bastien,
to it
or
but-
no, what's her name? Bastille.
Bastille?
Yeah, I'm not into that. Like that to me resembles.
But if
A
you
vein of that.
close your eyes,
But if you close your eye, there's so much. This could be in a commercial. If I think I could close my eyes and I hear your song, and it could be like a Nissan Sentra commercial, I'm out. You know.
yeah.
But I agree with Coldplay, even though it's very off the wall for me to say that. The older, like the very first, even that song Yellow, I was like, this is not that bad still. The music video is really cool. It's kind of this
Even
one weird
that's-
continuous shot.
That's what, like 2000.
Yeah.
So
yeah, early 2000, I think.
they had a couple good stuff after that.
Yeah. I even liked the Scientist, I think it's called.
Yeah, the scientist.
That's still a good one. Yeah, that holds a special little goofball place in my heart, even though it's corny as fuck.
about like
Yeah.
Viva La Vida,
Okay, so that one.
because that's towing the line on the stadium.
that one has a weird. So this is what I was talking about, like the weird, like I'll give it, like I'll be, I won't talk shit
Has a
about it.
pass.
My youngest uncle, my mom's youngest brother, passed away. I think like maybe a year before that song came out, and his name was Philip. And there's this Saint Philip thing, and my mom told me it was something that involved like the title of that song, or there's something going
the
on.
painting.
Yeah, there's some connection that she had made, and she was like, "Oh, it reminds me of Flippy." And I'm like, "Oh, dude, Uncle Flippy," because my Uncle Flippy was the shit. He was one of the first ones to really snowboard.
Ooh.
When I would go to his house, like when I remember him, he would always have dope ass trucks. You know, he was like the youngest one, so he was still kind of single. Had a dope ass truck. He would surf. He probably skated. He had. I remember this one time we were at the beach, and he had one of those big electric planes. You know what I mean? Like where like the wingspan is like
Yeah.
pretty wide. And I'm a little kid, so it looks fucking huge.
The RC planes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like it's like we're like at Camp Pendleton. He's it's just off, dude. And he's just flying it, and he's bringing it low in front of us, and I'm like running along the beach trying to grab it, and like something happened where he was gonna bring it down, and I got fucking. I can just see Riley doing this too, like getting just jacked up on this thing, and I run and I grabbed it out of the air, and it went and just wings come off, and it just shatters in a million pieces, and not at any point in that did he ever get mad. He never showed any anger. He never like went home to my mom like, you know what your son did? Like he was always just like, oh yeah, like no big deal. It's like the coolest dude ever. Super. Like I feel like out of all my mom's side of the family,
Yeah.
that's who I would. You could say like, oh, that's kind of probably where Dominic gets it from on his mom's side, you know, because I don't really my dad's side. I don't really know too many. I probably know like on two hands I can count how many members of that side I've met, you know, and so and most of them speak Spanish. So I don't really know their like full personality.
Yeah.
So that one gets a fucking pass, dude.
Okay.
But the newest stuff, like just like you, I'm like, stay like keep the piano in the front, dude. You know,
I do.
put that other shit in the back. Like fuck, I like
guess
that.
I think they're doing the best thing for them, but it's not the best thing for the music.
And there comes a time as a musician where you have to at some point go, I don't want to play that shit anymore. Like if I'm an artist and I'm creating, then my creation might take shape in a different form.
I worry that Foo Fighters are going that direction too.
You know what's so fucking weird? We're here right now, Poppy, because I was literally going to say one of the bands that I respect that I've heard from the very beginning of them being a band till now, they still have good songs.
Yeah.
In my little vein of an opinion, I still like the shit they come out with. It'll suck if they ever, because Dave Grohl's one of the last true rock and rollers.
Yeah, for sure. I love seeing like all his live shit.
Dude, I just watched a video where he's like, they're playing. It's really small, and there's like the PA thing right there. And did you see that where he sets? Someone gives him a beer, he puts it on the top of the PA, and he's trying to like play guitar and tilt it back and drink it. And he knocks it over, and then he's just like playing. Everyone's laughing, and people are like this close, like standing to him. And then all of a sudden, like 2 minutes later, he just falls down and like eats shit. I'm like, I think he's legitimately drunk. That's fucking awesome,
Yeah.
And he's not like the dude who goes, this just in, Dave Grohl found again speeding down Los Angeles blah 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 Boulevard in his PT Cruiser, going 90, whatever. Yeah. He's not a tabloid artist.
He's just a regular old dude.
He's just regular old guy who owns one of the fucking most important master consoles of any fucking rock and roll age. Did you ever see Sound City?
No.
Wow. That's a really great documentary that basically I think he was a big part of it. Talks about this master console that was used at a studio that had some hits with like Fleetwood Mac. I always get his name wrong. What's his fucking name? Neil Young. Okay. I always want to say Neil Diamond because I love Neil Diamond, but Neil Young, Tom Petty, like a bunch of those people would, wherever they lived around, and like even in the neighboring states, would drive just to get to the studio to be at this place. And it was real, like people would get fucked up and pissed over in the corner. But this master console made it through everything, and this tracker had like ghostly history to it. And Dave Grohl has it, and he like acquired it, made sure it was his goal to acquire it. Really cool.
Nice. I know someone that fucked up an entire master system that.
Ooh,
just fucking
like drop something on it, kind of thing.
Yeah, like spilt a beer over it. And those
someone you know personally, or like
yeah.
Do you want to incriminate them? Or?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
He it was one of his earlier jobs, and I'll start it by saying he didn't get fired from this job, but he spilt an entire beer over the system and completely destroyed it. And thus, this was a while ago, where I guess before they realized they shouldn't have drinks near stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess, right? Because never stopped me from fucking putting my
So that's
beer.
probably why there's a new no drinks near this sign.
But speaking of signs, there was this sign I used to see on a couple of venues too. Would do they put up this little paper back by the sound guy's booth, and it would be like, no Fall Out Boy covers, no Blink covers, or no like whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh no, it used to be like no Lit covers and no Fall Out Boy covers. Everybody did that, or they did the "We're going down on a dude's doo-doo brown," or whatever the fucking lyrics go.
Sugar, we're going down swinging.
I still don't know the lyrics to that song.
I do, because like I said,
hold on.
That was what was on the radio, dog.
Hold on. Tell me you're not a Fall Out Boy fan. And why did I say Fall Out Boy?
Fall Out Boy.
Instead of just Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out Boy.
Tell me you're not a Fall Out Boy fan. You are, dude.
No. So I want to start by saying I don't listen to many things with guitars anymore.
You piece of shit.
But
you broke my heart, mate.
I was, for sure.
Okay, at some point. Fan. Okay, you were a Fall Out Boy fan.
Yeah.
It's okay. I love you, dude.
Listen, anything I heard from a young age, I think I was a fan of.
Okay.
had
You were just
very
taking
few,
it all in.
I had very few like ugh.
Okay.
Linkin Park's the only one, and even that took development. I guess my mom was into it before she had me, even. So like 90s Linkin Park, which I didn't even know was a thing, but she was into that.
You mean like 98?
I guess she was into Linkin Park pre me, and she was like, "I don't understand why you hate Linkin Park. Like I love it, and I played it all the time, so you should like it." It's like, bro.
It's like, it doesn't work like that, Mom. I kind of want to look up their discography. Go on, but I'm going to look.
I get it. Linkin Park, was or is a very cultural piece for people. It helps people cope with their mental issues.
Dude, this last picture right here, it's like 17 people in the fucking band, bro. They don't even make that intricate of music to need that many people.
It's yeah, I don't think they do, actually. I don't know. I don't listen to their stuff because
it sucks?
So, I get it. Chester died and, rip Chester, sure, everything like that. But I don't like his voice is what it comes down to. I don't like how he articulates himself.
He's like, crawling in. I remember I had a lady come up to me.
You look like you're about to hurt yourself doing that.
Dude, it hurt my throat to sing that shitty. I had a lady come up to me one time that told me a story about how she or somebody she knew was Chester's vocal coach back when he was younger. And he has an amazing voice. And I'm like, well, guess what? He doesn't fucking ever show it. Because to me, I know Filipino nurses that sing better than him on Instagram, dog. Like straight up acapella shit.
I mean, it's hard to compete with Filipinos.
Straight up, dude.
They fucking go off.
What you know about a little band called My American Heart? Probably one of the very few bands in any underground to maybe some late success that I know of that have a Filipino lead singer. In the reggae scene.
What about what's her name? Journey?
Oh, the new dude from Journey. Yeah. Is there a chick?
No, it's a guy, but he's Filipino, I think.
He's like, wheel in the sky, tip on turning. Oh my God, I'm just kidding.
Racist, bro.
No, not all, dude. That's my family, bro. Okay? I've been fucking with them Filipinos for a long time. Because my stepmom is Filipino Hawaiian. So.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But they know what's up. Like, grandma speaks fob, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just like my Spanish grandma speaks fucking broken-ass English. Well, now she had a stroke, so now she speaks even broken. She's just like, see.
You,
I love my grams, yo. I love her so much.
I bet I would love her, too.
Nah. I love her because she's blood. But,
okay.
When I grew up, I was like, oh, grandma loves to shop a lot. Like, she ain't trying to fuck around and teach us anything. She's just really like... My grandma would take us to TJ Maxx, not because she's gonna get us something, but because she needs to go and flip stickers, flip prices, and return shit. Like she was one of those ladies. Return something every time, and then change price tags, get that vase for $12 kind of thing. And this is something she would do all the fucking time, Jason. We walk in with her. Where the fuck did grandma go? Dude, I don't know. I've been at the shoes the whole time trying to find a size 7. Like, I don't... Where's grandma? Fucking grandma's... She's at the, Marshall's next door. Doesn't tell us. And we're up at the front, and we got to do the whole, Miss Odegaard, please come to the front. Your grandchildren are looking for you. Like, that was my grandma. Like, forgot she was a grandma kind of shit.
My father's done that to me a couple times, which is fun. Those are always good memories, right?
You just look around like...
And one of those times was the time I realized I was more adult than my sister, even though she's older than me.
Ooh, she doesn't listen to or watch the show, does she?
No.
Okay, good. I just don't want any sibling riffs.
No, she's fine. She has some mental issues, which makes her seem younger than me.
Okay.
So that's when I noticed it, though, is because we got lost in Target because my dad fucked off, and I had
What
to
was
take
your
her.
Wait. Do you remember what your dad bought? Like why he left you guys?
Why he left us?
What
I
he
think like
purchased?
Hot Wheels. Not even kidding. But I had to.
Lead the way.
I had to. My sister was not aware, and she didn't understand what to do.
Okay.
And I was like, "You're older than me, but okay."
Like, I need you.
I'll
I need to
figure
look
this
up
out."
to you right now. I need to get me through this.
So I had to take her up to that front counter at Target that now does not exist.
Okay.
It's now a Starbucks.
Do you need to go pee?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm just shaky as usual.
Do you know why? Because the fucking.
I was shaking pre that turning off, but yeah.
Okay, but
Our
Walmart
heater
fucked me on
died.
that one, dude.
Uh,
Should we? After the show, we're gonna blast that company, dude.
yeah.
Busted ass heater. Okay, so you're lost in Target.
We were lost in
You
Target.
pulled a Dominic. You're lost in Target. You're with your sis. Dad's fucking
I had to
AWOL.
take her up to the front counter, and I think I was about 4.
Okay. Where? What? What kind of fucking 4-year-old are you? Dude, you were severely overcooked in the fucking room, bro. You came out straight up
And
12.
I had to go up, and I was like, we can't find our dad.
We're lost.
We're lost.
We're super fucking lost, man.
Can you call my dad? And they're like, yeah, but we don't know your dad. I was like, my dad's name is Dad. I had some issues with that. They had to ask me like what my name was. So I told them that, and I think that's how they got me.
They're like, can the father of this crazy ass weird 4-year-old fucking idiot savant get up here? He's lost, but he can speak full sentences. So this could be a scam. But if you are this Houdini kid's father, come get your fucking smart ass kid.
I think I don't know what happened to me, dog. I always feel like I'm older than I am. And
bro, I have younger cats that are my buddies, and they just have that old soul. You probably have.
yeah, but even physically. I get some physical pains, and I'm like, why do I have this?
Yeah, this shit ain't supposed to be hurting this early on. Well, I mean, you're 18 now.
Yeah.
How physical
Close to
are you
19.
with life?
Physical as in like,
How physically engaging are you at life, Jason? When you get up, do you get the fuck up or you just get up? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you take a shower, bro?
am I active?
Are you
What
an
do you
active ass human? Are you taking
Semi. I'd put myself on a 2 out of 5.
Okay,
Not really, but I'm not a couch potato.
good. I mean, could be bone structure, genetics. You know what I mean? Maybe it's
All
being a
sorts of
Golden State
things.
Warriors fan. I don't know, dude.
It's because I squatted so much at 12.
You're all,
I swear that's why I'm
what
short.
was his name? Who taught you to squat? You're 18. I can talk to you like this. It's legal. It's fine.
I think that's why I'm short. I don't know.
Because too many squats.
Yeah. My
Riley
dad's
will never squat.
My dad's taller, and I get it.
Yeah.
I'm Asian, so I shouldn't be that tall, but
It's
a little-
Stay show.
it's a little weird, coincidental maybe, that I stopped growing as soon as I started lifting weights.
Maybe there's a connection there.
That's what I think. My mom's like, "You still have time to grow." I'm like, "I haven't grown in 7 years. Back off." I was this tall, and I was heavier than this at 12. So I was a fucked up creature. There was something wrong. You know, not too many 12-year-olds are
You know what,
5'9",
man?
260.
At this point, you just need to take. You need to take like those vitamins and those minerals that encourage joint. Sustainability at this point because you don't get anything back, dude. It's all fucked.
Yeah.
It's all fucked off. Yeah. But like
And I
that
already broke
glucosamine
one of
stuff,
them.
Exactly. And you cut your nipple, bro. It's not looking good.
It's all this side too.
I've had my asshole almost ripped open by a rock.
I hate that story, bro.
I've had a piece of broken plastic chair stab in my leg. And as far as that is like twisted up my ankle real good a couple times skating, like the video.
Same, but probably a lot less cool.
Boom. But like skating, like doing that and then going skating for 2 more hours because I'm riding the high and then coming home and it's going just like I got a softball for a foot.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
And then there was a time where I worked for this furniture company and we would receive I don't think I've told this story. Have I told you this story?
I didn't know you
Good.
worked at a furniture company. So
Bombay
go on.
Furniture Company, dude. They don't exist anymore, so it's cool to talk about because fuck y'all. But they were in the mall. You would see them in
Here
every
or
mall.
LA?
Mostly, I don't know if they were here because by that time, when we come visit, we didn't go to the fucking mall, and I was like at a weird age where I wasn't really giving a shit about the mall. They might have been here, but they were definitely everywhere in LA.
Okay.
I mean, everywhere. My sister got me the job because she had worked for him. That's where she met my brother-in-law. That's where they got together.
Nice.
And at this particular store, we would receive the shipments, or for the next day, or like orders. We would receive them at night. So it's like super late. I'm fucking tired because of whatever. Maybe played a show the night before or something happened, and we're moving boxes, and I go to kick this box. And I'm like, I'm just going to kick this fucking small box. Not a big deal. Blip! Like, even when I think about it now, I seriously kicked like a brick, like a fucking brick that was floating in the air that gave me a little give, like on a pallet. Like, kicked it. And it just crushed the top of my foot. But I'm 3 or 4, maybe. No insurance, dude. That was weird.
Definitely fucking cutting that and making that a gift.
No, gif it, dude. Gif it. I'm 23 and I just crushed the top of my foot. I have no insurance. I have a fucking mall job. 6 months of walking with a limp and just a crushed ass top foot. Just sad, like a little ass busted thing, dude. And I'm walking to lunch in the mall, go to the food court, and I'm fucking hobbling along. Oh, it was bad. It was really bad.
Dude, there's this whole part of my life that I just remembered that I blocked out. So, I think it was probably when I was 15, maybe 16.
Okay.
I had a wart on the bottom of my foot.
Jesus.
Like a blood wart, like something fucked
like
up.
A blister turned wartish?
No.
What do you mean? What the fuck is a blood wart, dude?
I don't know exactly what it was. Still don't. It was It was a black dot like that big on the bottom of my foot.
Shit.
And we did like all the normal procedure stuff, the alcohol wipes and trying to fuck it up and get it off.
Did you like the little ice stick and
did
try
some
to
cut shit? Yeah. So then we got the ice sticks. That's eventually how I got rid of it. Is burning myself or freezing my foot for a month and a half.
Dude, a month and a half,
terrible,
Jason.
Though. I had that thing for about eight and a half months. It was not good.
You had that for the majority of a year.
Majority of a year, yeah.
Did you walk funny?
Yes.
You poor... Dude, every time we do an episode, like, I fucking feel bad. But then, like, I still want to, like, crack jokes on you, but I feel fucking... Right. Like, you show me another, like, part where I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm so lucky. Like, I used to, like, hate being short and whatever. But, like, I think I did okay, I guess. A fucking blood wart on the bottom. I don't know what a blood wart is, y'all.
I don't know what the fuck it was either, though. But that shit was not fun.
Damn.
I had to opt out of running, walking. It was a whole lot of, like, fucking wobbling.
Oh, my God,
and,
dude. What the fuck are you telling me right now? It's
I was fucking... I don't know. I've had a whole lot of fucked up things.
You have the makings of an indie film. You're like Gummo. You see Gummo?
Yeah.
Of course you did, you fucking film, dude.
I'm all about indie films.
Oh, dude. Have you seen The Station Agent?
Sounds familiar, but I don't think so.
Like Midget Dude? Peter Dinklage, actually.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good one, too. I like that one.
The whole
Wait, isn't the dude from Chef in that? One of the sous chefs? The one who was like,
I think so.
Yeah, Mr. fucking coming early, hitting it hard.
Isn't that guy from, like, Everybody Loves Raymond, too? Isn't that what he's in?
No. The brother? It was like, Ray.
He looks like him.
He's a big dopey like him.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Dude, my hair's growing in that weird stage where it's not long enough to
The
just
middle?
stay away from my ears.
Yeah.
It's dipping right in the motherfuckers, dude. It's dipping. Don't try to floss out your fucking mane on me, bro. Don't floss your fucking mane on me.
I don't know what to do with my hair, dog.
Just grow it, dog.
I get this weird, the balding
listen.
because my hair's too long and it pulls my scalp. I don't know what to do there.
The hat thing definitely doesn't help because
Doesn't
it's
help?
stressing your hair out at an angle all the time.
Yeah.
So, like, when my hair gets longer, I literally just fucking let it be.
Well, that's what I typically do too.
Or put it up. Loose.
Yeah, loose buns.
Yeah, loose
They're
buns.
sexy too.
Ooh, dude. I'll fuck you right now. You throw a loose bun up, bro. So it's that time of night.
I don't have any bands.
Give me some fucking hot dog.
I don't ever mean to say that I have a hard life though, because I don't think I do, and I don't think I did. But there's
I think
definitely
you found
some
the humor in it, you know.
Yeah. I've definitely had some fucked up things that I'm just like, that's probably not normal.
You had some shit that like you didn't outwardly try to like do something, and this was the effect. It just happened to you.
Yeah.
And those are the makings of like funny comedic stories.
There was
you know?
There's also a point in my life where I was sick for like 6 months.
You got mono?
No. Yeah, I just had like a common flu for a long time. I'm sure it was something
Overcooked,
else.
dude. Overcooked,
I'm sure it was
bro.
something else, but that was about my freshman year. I literally was sick
You're
from
overcooked.
I
You're
was
hard-boiled.
I was sick from October to mid March, April.
And it was just like achy, tired, not really trying to like
Yeah,
go
I
do
had
anything.
shit snots. I had
You
like
didn't have just like really bad allergies?
no, because I have allergies too, and I know
course you
I know
do,
the
dude.
difference. It was extra.
This shit came on extra.
Yeah.
Bro, I need to paint you. I have to paint you, dude.
What? Physically?
Yeah, I got a Mona Lisa you. You're like, I don't know. Honestly, there's certain people that I've met in my life that should write like memoirs, not because it's poignant, but because it's goofy. I think you should. I think you should chapterize. That's a new word.
Chapterize?
Chronicleize, chapterize
That's
your
the one you were
motherfucking
going
life,
for.
son.
I think that might be fun. Yeah.
I think that'd be fucking hilarious.
Even
Let me
though-
proofread it because obviously I'm an English advanced placement graduate of high school. No big deal.
Doubt it.
Holy shit. Bro, senior year was the only year that I had a 3.0 and above grade point average.
How's that a what did you call yourself?
I had English AP, advanced
Okay.
placement.
Great.
Have you heard of it? No, probably not because you're not dope like me, bro.
No, I had to cut all those classes because I had too many medical issues. It was too much work on
Oh
me.
my God. Again with the fucking model
kidding.
over here.
I'm just kidding. I was not about it.
You weren't about the English class?
I took 3 AP classes through high school, and every time I was just like, no, I don't need the extra work. I'm just trying to get out of here. And I'm not. I
feel
like
you.
from a very young age, I was like, I'm not fucking with college, so there's no point.
I think for me it was all about like I'm blowing goats on all my other classes, but if I can rock this AP, I cannot feel like a stupid dumb fuck, you know?
I get that.
Because I graduated with pre-algebra. I graduated with a basic knowledge of I don't even remember shit, but like barely making pre-algebra. So
I'd say I was good in most classes. I was just I was good in most classes because I took the easy classes. I'll admit
Okay.
that.
What do you mean easy classes? Like give me senior year.
I never took any advanced classes. Like we had something in between AP too. I don't remember what they call it, but
Probably mediocre.
there was intermediate was below regular classes, and then
Okay.
there was regular and like advanced.
Did you have those like extra special learning little like in our high school we had little
Separate halls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not even halls, but they weren't even connected to the school. It was like fucking those little quick pop-up fucking
Oh.
classrooms. You know what I mean?
Ours didn't have that, but we do have. There was like little bays of
Okay. Where you
2
put
or
the dumb
4
kids.
classrooms that
Yeah.
you would. Yeah.
A lot of like toys and movies. Watched a lot of movies in those classes. Dude.
One of my Spanish classes was in the same hall. Fuck.
Dude, I was tripping on how last time you told me your teacher passed away.
Oh yeah.
In what class was
Military science.
And then I had totally forgot to tell you that in Spanish, my first year of Spanish in high school that I took, ironic Spanish guy taking Spanish, trying to learn Spanish. My teacher, the first one, was it Spanish class? You know what? I think I might have forgot what class it was. But she had she had gotten cancer and she died. Like she had left.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it started getting bad, and we had a different teacher, and then like we had found out. You know, because you find out.
Yeah.
You know that she had passed away. Trippy shit, dude.
Yeah.
And I still didn't learn a damn thing too. I didn't learn shit. I learned more Spanish having to order food or like just go somewhere with my dad in LA because most of the times it'd be like he's gonna go get some shit from some Hispanic people that I would just listen. And I took Spanish twice. I didn't learn a damn thing. Couldn't do it. Dude.
I took 2 years of Spanish too. And I did like Duolingo.
Yes.
The online shit. I feel like I've learned more from that than in my Spanish classes. I get the Spanish classes help you understand the why.
Yes.
But if you're just trying to learn the language, like Duolingo's awesome.
Right. I would
and I don't want to put myself on a pedestal and be like I know how to speak Spanish because I totally don't, but I know enough Spanish to comprehend what you're saying to me.
Right. If somebody was having a conversation and said something about you, you would be able to pick it up kind of thing. That's good because I wouldn't.
I'd be like, whoa, this
no, you know what?
about me.
I'm making fun of myself, but I would. And I usually try to I tend to if I am around Hispanic people, I'm listening more because I'm like, let's see which one of these, you know. Mostly because I have LA on my neck, you know.
Yeah.
And some old school veteranos sometimes will give me a double take. They'll kind of, oh no, he's a white boy fool. He's not tripping, dog. He's not banging, fool. You know. I gotta piss.
Okay.
Musical scenarios, digitally a barrio, taking it down because I'm kicking it in the barrio. I already said barrio.
Why don't I eat Oreos?
I love Oreos. Oh, I used to have this New Zealand chick, girlfriend.
Are we gonna? Should we?
And we used to have sex.
Should we have
and
a
then
way
just
to cut back in, or we just
eat? We'd eat Oreos in between having sex. We'd fuck 4 times a day.
Would you split it?
You just somehow made Oreos not sexy for me when you did that, dude. Okay.
Good.
Son of a. And that's what you wanted to kill my vibe, my boner. All right, we're back with Dominic and Boner Killer, Jason. I'm sorry, that's not. Don't cut that.
God.
I wish we had that. Let's get a clapper thing. How come you don't have one? You're a fucking film. You don't have one of those at home?
Because it's a lot easier to clap. I don't need to waste.
that would be.
It's an expense, dude.
All right. Well.
You know I do everything on low budget.
Fucking so Asian. Okay, so what were we talking about?
We were talking about my fucked up life and some fun shit and music and.
You sound like a Social D song. My fucked up life.
You said I should. You said I should write my life and chapterize.
I should paint you, and you should write your life, dude.
Wait.
That's where it is. That's where
you want to paint my body, or what are you? What are you?
I want to paint you all over.
Or you want to paint? You want me to sit and you paint a picture of me? What's going on? Do you like painting? Are you a painter? You into artistical painting?
Till the night closes.
There's no getting through this guy.
What do you mean? Do I like to paint, dog?
Okay, but those are not like.
Whoa! Did you just try to categorize my art?
No.
Hold the fucking
those
phone.
Are not.
You know what's sexy, Jason?
Those are not
permission.
on. God damn
permission.
It. Permission. Those are not canvas paintings. Do you like canvas painting?
Yes.
Like oil painting?
I've been waiting to find an easel. A decent sized easel that I can cop for a show price because a good one's pretty expensive.
They are.
I bought oil paints and I bought brushes. I just don't have canvas and I don't have an easel. So I'm waiting till those things converge so I can start because I have a feeling that I want to do that. Yeah. When I did this, I got really into it. I had minimal colors, but I got really into it and I was really excited.
We'll cut to a photo or a video or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll
I
show
did
you
it
the wall.
in 2 podcasts. It was the Jeff Raleigh, for all you skater fans out there. Jeff Raleigh and the Mike, but it's pronounced Jeff Rowley and Mike Vallely. And hearing their interviews and basically them giving their biographies was dope. I got jazzed up.
Nice.
Yeah. It actually inspired me to my first episode of my solo show, which I still don't really know if I got a name for it yet.
Do you?
Yeah, it's nothing's like everything I use kind of stays for like a day or two, and then it doesn't hold.
Yeah.
You know,
I think that's no Generation Gap's good.
that's the easiest one. Like third hole,
Sticks.
like we've had to like get past the whole sexual thing with people to make sure they know that that's the filter for the people that have weak stomach, can't watch the show.
Exactly.
You know, but I talked a little bit about me getting into skateboarding and how I. Like some moments that I remember about that. I wanted it to be a lot more detailed, but there's not all the time in the world for me to talk about my beautiful journey with skating.
Ooh.
But this was definitely inspired, like, at least definitely this down here. I just was listening to him talk about skating, and it just, before I knew it, I was just taping off lines and doing, geometry.
Yeah, and it's pretty sick.
It's
But
not bad.
do you enjoy like freehand?
I used to draw a lot when I was a kid. I
Like
still
some
actually
Bob
have a
Ross
bunch
type
of.
shit.
I used to do a lot more drawing than painting when I was younger,
Yeah.
but I also like I went from crayons to pencil, and I had a big box of fine tip Sharpie markers that got like down to just like just enough to do hair. Like you could do like one single hair, and I would do a lot of that. There's a lot of stuff that I drew for me and my brother's band as far as like artwork for albums or doing like stuff that inspired me to write a song or something.
Yeah.
But painting, me and Ronnie went and did this paint and sip, like the wine shit, and I was stoked on it. We fucked up in 2 ways though. The first way was when we went to this fucking paint and sip, the wine was not free. So it was like, what the fuck you mean I just came to paint in public with you fucks? Okay. So then you're like, we'll learn something about painting. Then, that's cool. So we're sitting there. So we get our own drinks. We're like, we're not fucking doing this sober, dude. Like, what the hell?
Of course.
And the second mistake that we made is that we sat so far back from the actual chick and her small ass. It's not like she's on an overhead fucking projector painting her shit. She's on a regular thing. And I don't have my glasses, So I'm like, honey, what did she do? What did she say? And then across from us, these 2 fucking cackling fucking hens not shutting the fuck up, dude, the whole fucking time. And it's not even like they're having interesting conversation. We're like, oh, fuck, what are they saying? It's just like, who gives a fuck about your boring conversation? It's making my painting worse, probably.
Probably.
But
it's a very vibe driven thing,
Yeah,
you gotta
man.
you gotta have the tones.
I kind of feel like whenever I create something, it's not like more now. Not that I force it, but I kind of schedule it into my free time. Like
You're creative.
Yeah, if I'm gonna write music, like now that the weather's gonna be getting better, I'm gonna want to be out here more.
Yes.
And I'm gonna want to.
Yes,
now that I have my
please.
background, I want to like start.
Yes, law.
Recording and making music more. You know what I mean? That's a big important thing. I'm not doing that much, and fuck, I lost. I got.
You were talking about your creative side.
Yes. So now that I schedule it in more, good job, dude. Way to bring it back in. Now that I schedule it in more, in a way, I kind of force it. Like I force myself to be like, you have this free time. This is you're only going to have 3 hours to yourself at late in the middle of the night. That's the only time I get that time. So I'm hoping that painting's I'm gonna like be able to take it more serious, and put time to it.
I think that would be good. My life is very much that way too. As I'm always doing stuff and I schedule my fun time.
Right.
Which I also schedule like creative time, which is not always the best thing for creatives.
Yeah.
You can
usually probably started spontaneously in the beginning.
A lot of the times, yeah.
Yeah.
Being creative, you have to be in the right mindset, and it's hard to just whip something up when you're not feeling it.
Yeah. This doesn't have anything to do with my logo idea I asked
doesn't.
you about, right?
No.
Thought he was breaking me in the ass. Like
But that being said, you know, it's a interesting move to like get your creatives going.
Yeah.
And if you schedule it, like having 3 hours put away to do something, you may make the same product you would make within like you had 30 minutes free.
Right.
Because your brain just works a different way.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Sometimes it's not a good thing.
You're like Dawson when he wins.
Sometimes it's no good to schedule creatives. Sometimes we just need to be spontaneous.
Yeah.
And I wish I had more spontaneity in my life.
Oh, well, dude, as soon as you take that journey outside the familiar nest, it'll every day will be an adventure.
I just realized your logo. We're gonna cut back to it.
Okay.
Or not your logo. Your wall painting.
Right.
It looks like lips.
What do you mean?
You
where?
see that? The
No.
red bottom, and the black
I can
top.
see.
No. You're looking up too much. Right here.
Oh, here. Okay, sorry. I
Yeah.
thought you were trying to find it in the
No,
shirt.
see,
I was
it's
I'll
like
kill
the
you.
top lip is the red, and then the bottom lip is the black. You see? See.
Right here.
Yeah.
I did. You know what? I didn't see that, dude. I imagine these two different things because I had to do them
did
two
too,
different
but
days.
now I see it as one.
It's funny too because I was like, should I do the red here so that it goes from solid to? I was like, no, I only have 3 colors. I got to do the contrast.
Yeah.
You know? Thank you for noticing my wall, dude.
Yeah.
It took probably.
But this came from this.
Did you just make fun of my voice getting a little rough over there? Did you just crack on me?
No.
Okay, good.
This conversation started though. Were you trying to paint me physically, or were you trying to paint a painting of me?
No, I don't want to paint on you.
Okay.
I want to paint you on canvas. I want to paint you like one of my French girls, baby.
Ooh.
Okay. That's hot. And with those moves, I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah, I think that would
Okay.
be pretty good.
We had a good spontaneous random conversation on this one. I'm excited
did
about
too.
that. It's good.
I'm glad. I think it did help that I was getting in there. You know,
You're getting a little more nasty
I'm
than
trying
Stasio,
to take back some of the conversation. You take a lot of it.
It's you know what? I'm sorry.
So I realize I have to fucking punch my way through. You know, I'm gonna have to find my space.
Dude, it's a game of Street Fighter. Physically, mentally, emotionally. Emotionally, be like Walter, Jason.
Be like, I have a mug that says that.
I know you do. You're so Chinese. All right, guys. Me and Jason saying goodnight.
I said I'm open to discuss it. The lines we draw and now for crossing. What happened?